no. Just a little here and there.
So do you think I could have another cigarette?
No. No cigarettes.
I still find the entire thing so hard to believe.
He finds the entire thing hard to believe. Maybe it's because we acted our asses off to keep it from you.
Myra isn't here.
Right.
The servants aren't here. Charlie shoots himself through the earlobe.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
How didn't I see it? People running up and down stairs, no one answering the door, cans of shaving cream exploding. When the staff of Bellevue Hospital, how could I believe such a story? You never let on.
Look, I was so desperate for a smoke, I went up into Charlie's bathroom and tried to light up a Q-tip.
Don't you have any self-control?
Of course I do. I only smoked half. Something's wrong with Ken.
Maybe he wants seconds. Do you want seconds, Kenny?
No, he wants to say something. Quiet, everyone. What is it, Ken?
I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry, but I have to do this. Margaret's not here. The servants aren't here. Charlie is upstairs with a bullet hole in his ear. Maybe it was an attempted suicide. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just glad it's over with.
It's okay, buddy. We know. Lenny told us.
You know?
Yep.
Who told you?
Lenny told us.
Gwen told you?
God, Lenny! Lenny told us! Lenny!
I wish he were deaf again.
Is it true, Lenny? Did you really tell them?
Finish your damn dinner and leave us alone, won't you?
Go easy on him, Lenny. He's been under a big strain.
I haven't. I was up there acting my head off that Myra was here. I had actual conversations with her, and even did her voice in case anyone was listening.
That was you?
Could have fooled me.
I did.
That's right, you did.
Wait, so you really weren't watching Hitler on the TV?
No, we stopped everything to watch the rise and fall of Adolf Hitler. I don't believe you people.
What about you, Mrs. Cooper? What's your name?
Cassie?
What about you, Cassie? Did you notice anything strange is going on?
Yes, for about 6 months now.
What do you mean? What does she mean?
You have to excuse her. She's still very upset about losing her crystal.
Well, we can call a plumber. They get everything out. Wedding rings, car keys. I had an aunt who lost her dentures down the toilet once, and they got those out.
And she still wore them?
Well, obviously, you know. Ugh, they could be blessed by the Pope, and I still wouldn't put them back in my mouth.
Unless you understand crystals, you really wouldn't understand the emotional distress. You see, they all have very special properties. You can only put them in direct sunlight, you can only wash them in crystal clear spring water, and you never dry them with a towel. This kind of it's a soft, leathery kind of cloth. Cassie scrubs hers every night with a wet toothbrush.
Oh, have you got them enrolled in a good school yet?
All right, Claire. If crystals work for her and they give her a sense of comfort, I don't see what's wrong with it.
You don't have to defend me, Ernie. Crystals will be here millions of years after the planet's gone.
If the planet is gone, won't the crystals go with it?
Lenny, don't.
I don't know if this would help her any, but there's a big crystal chandelier in the dining room. Should I mention that to her?
Oh, don't bother. Best leave her alone now.
I'm not dead, you know. Maybe Ken can't hear, but I can.
Cassie, I can unscrew the toilet myself. I've done it before.
I don't think it's time or the place for this pull the trigger.
Yes, perhaps another time, another place.
Well, leading arm and all, Cookie, that was one hell of a meal. My hat's off to you.
Here, here.
Bravissimo.
Oregano, oregano.
Delicious.
I'm not really
have to get the recipe.
Doesn't anybody?
Quiet, everyone. Doesn't anybody want Ken?
Doesn't anybody want to go upstairs and see if Charlie's all right? It's been awfully quiet up there, hasn't it?
How would you know?
What?
He's right. He's right. We've all been so busy eating and explaining to each other, we forgot all about Charlie.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'll go up there now and see this.
Wait, hold on! We're all in a very precarious situation here. I mean, especially Charlie.
No, meaning you?
Well, let's be honest. Cassie and I were the last ones to arrive. We're hardly involved at all.
And Ernie and I were in the kitchen cooking the whole time. No one told us. Sorry.
I wanted to call the police. Ken didn't let me call the police. Claire, didn't I want to call the police?
Lenny wanted to call the police.
So what are you saying? That this is Ken's responsibility? Ken should take the rap for all of this.
That's not
exactly
exactly what I said.
It's just, when it comes down to it, Ken is the most logical, that's all.
God, I can't believe you people. Ken almost went deaf trying to protect Charlie and every single person in this room. I would expect a little bit more from his friends. God, we're a bunch of wimps. Are you even hearing any of this, Ken?
Well, answer her, Glenn, have you?
Oh my goodness!
What is it?
My earrings! My good earrings! My grandmother's earrings! They're missing.
Where'd you last see him?
Like right here, like right around. Like here.
Don't worry, honey, we'll find them.
What did they look like? Old. Very old. With pearls and a little ruby. They were my grandmother's. We just sing about this. Oh my goodness.
What?
They're in my hand. Forgive me, everyone. So, what were we saying?
You know, Glenn, I'm a little worried about your wife. Do you think she's alright?
Yes, she's fine. She's just in there thinking of a way to get back at me. Don't worry, she'll come up with something. Yep, she's got something.
Please forgive me, everyone. I know I behaved badly tonight. No, really, I did. Well, I apologize. I've had a rough day, and I'm just not all the way here tonight.
Oh. That's okay. Neither are Charlie and Myra.
That's funny. That's truly funny, Lenny. I can never think of anything funny. How do you do that?
I don't know. You know, it kind of just... can I get up and get you a glass of wine?
Why? Do I look like I need one?
Who's she trying to get back at, Glenn? You or me?
Cut it out, Cassie.
What do you mean, sweetheart?
Push your hair back and sit in a chair.
Do you know what he's talking about, Len?
Excuse me, I'm going up to get Charlie's gun.
You know, Cassie, everyone here's your friend, so why don't you and I go to the terrace and have a nice quiet talk?
You do, and you'll have it back worse than mine.
Oh my goodness. I see what you're all thinking. That's incredible. No, really, because the same exact thing happened to me and Glenn just last week at a cocktail party for the Democratic Fundraising Committee. You see, there's the nicest woman there, very sweet, very refined. Because sometimes I can be so silly and insecure. I thought she was coming on to Glenn. They got her to dance, and they were as close as freshly laid wallpaper.
All right, Cassie, I think we're going.
Oh, I'm sorry, I must have eaten too quickly.
That was the intercom, Ken. Not you.
I'll get it. Hello? Charlie? Are you alright? It's Charlie.
Molly? Who's Molly?
Charlie! Charlie! Not Molly!
Yes, everyone is here. Len, Ken, Glenn, Ernie, Cassie, Claire, Chris, and Cookie.
Isn't it odd that all the women's names begin with a C?
Except for Myra.
Her middle name is Clara.
And all the men's names sound the same. Glenn, Ken, Len.
That's right.
Except for Ernie and Charlie.
Oh, but Charlie begins with a C.
What is this, anagrams for Pete's sake? Let them talk on the phone.
Yes, that's fine, Charlie. No. Yeah, that's perfectly acceptable. We'll be here, okay? But wait. He needs time to think.
Drink? He shouldn't be drinking with Valium.
Think! Think! Not drink!
Jesus! What's wrong, Ken?
My ears just popped. My God, it sounds like Subway in here.
This is remarkable, but I'm having the first headache I've ever had in my entire life.
I just remembered something else.
What?
Ernie's last name is Cusack, and that begins with a C.
You just remembered your husband's last name?
Can hear my own pulse. Slightly up, but not too bad.
Can I take it, Ken? I'm very good at things like that.
Sit down or you're gonna end up in the same place as you, Chris.
Don't threaten me, sweetheart, or I'll start naming names.
That's it. I've got to stay, but you're going home in a taxi.
Never mind, I'll walk.
What? Cassie's 22 miles! Wait! Sorry, Cassie, wait!
I
Something else? Glenn went to Penn.
Oh, sit on it, will you, honey?
If I had you on my group, I would never leave the group again.
Quiet, everyone. I can hear them.
Hear who?
Glenn and Cassie, they're talking in the driveway.
The man's a German shepherd.
And I don't think it's your business to listen.
If he can hear through walls, it's his business.
She is talking about a woman, and she is very upset.
I'll say. She just kicked a car with her foot. Who owns the BMW?
Shit. Good side too, I bet.
I figured it out. I know what she's going to say. Len, Glenn, and Ken are all men.
No, it's Glenn Cooper. Glenn is the one Myra's having an affair with.
You think so?
I figured it out. Myra's been working pretty hard on Glenn's campaign. 2-3 nights a week, late nights.
Of course! Charlie's not dumb. He puts 2 and 2 together, figures it out, confronts Myra with it. Myra confesses. He kicks Myra out of the house, tells the servants to go home, and then tries to blow his brains out.
Okay, you don't know that. That's an assumption on your part. It's also a very dangerous statement to make. Don't you agree with me, Len?
No,
Why not?
I don't feel like it.
Alright, that's it. I'm going up there, I'm gonna get the real true story and put this in your head.
Wait a minute! Hold up! As far as Charlie is concerned, only me and Chris know about the gun shop. Am I right?
Yeah, he's right. When I was up there, Charlie didn't say a word to me. He had a pillow covering his ear the whole time.
So what you're saying is he doesn't know that we know anything.
Well, he's gotta know that Myra isn't here and the servants aren't here.
Exactly, but he doesn't know the rest of you know.
Go slower. Talk to us like we're children.
What I'm trying to say is, we told Charlie we wouldn't tell anybody.
And then you went ahead and told everybody.
No. I told you and Lenny told everybody.
Yeah, but you were deaf then. You didn't hear me telling everybody.
And then you told everybody after Lenny told everybody.
Oh, go fast again. It doesn't make a difference.
What I'm trying to say is, as long as Charlie doesn't know, the rest of you
Why
know.
tell him now? I see your point. We have to keep it a subterfuge. If we all confront Charlie knowing about the gunshot, he could go to pieces. So until we know the real true story, we need to pretend like we don't know anything.
I should be the one who goes up to Charlie. I tell him that everyone's here. He asks, does everyone know what's happened?
You say no.
I say no. Then he asks, well, if Myra's not down there and the servants aren't down there, then what did you tell them?
Something's wrong with Cassie.
Whoops.
Whoops. What's whoops? She threw up in my car.
She hit Glenn. His nose is bleeding.
Oh, tell me when he hits her back. I'd love to watch that.
Quiet, everyone. I can't hear myself think. What was I saying?
You said I should be the one to go up and tell Charlie that everyone has arrived. Then Charlie will ask, does everyone know what happened? Ernie said you said no. You said I said no. Then Charlie will ask, well, if I'm not down there, Myra's not down there, the servants aren't down there.
I've got it. Sit down. All right. Charlie's gonna want to know what Ken told us. Ken tells Charlie that he told us that Charlie had a large benign wart removed from his ear this morning. He's all right. Suddenly, Myra's mother broke her hip, and Myra took her to the hospital. She's gonna stay the night there. It all happened so suddenly, we were not notified, and help, thinking the party was off, went home and left the food. We got here, understood, and cooked the dinner ourselves. That's the story.
I wouldn't believe the part about her mother breaking her hip.
Why not?
Because she died 6 years ago.
Okay, then her father broke his hip.
Her father lives in California.
Okay, does she have any relatives in the city?
She has a cousin named Florence.
Then Florence broke her hip.
But Florence is married. Why didn't her husband just take her?
Myra broke her hip, and the neighbors took her.
If only she had a wart removed, Charlie could have taken her. Can't you think of something else?
I did think of everything else. I thought of the mother, the father, the cousin, the wart, and the hip. Nothing satisfies you people.
It just doesn't make sense. Nothing in that story is plausible.
We don't need plausible, Ken. The man is in shock, emotional despair, and mental anguish. Logic doesn't mean shit to him right now. Excuse my language. Phone.
Really? Oh my goodness, Ernie. We all have telephones. I think we all know what it sounds like.
I'll get it. Hello? Yes, Glenn's outside just now. It's a woman for Glenn.
So?
It sounds like Myra.
Should I go get him?
No, wait a minute. Glenn's outside. Can I tell him who's calling, please? Okay. I can't tell if it's Myra. Might be, might not be.
Well, what did she say when you asked who's calling?
She said just a friend.
Well, how did she say it?
What do you mean, how'd she say it? She said just a friend. How many ways can you say just a friend?
I'll tell you how many ways. Nervous, phony, sincere, drunk.
Scared, guilty, lying.
Offhanded, perplexed, deceitful.
Ominous, anonymous.
This isn't Scrabble, for Christ's sake.
Okay, let me talk to her.
She didn't ask for you.
Oh, well, she didn't ask for you either. I know what Myra sounds like. I will know if it's her. Give me the phone. Hello? What? No, it's Len. Ken is getting Glenn. Uh-huh. Okay. You sound awfully familiar. Do I know you? Okay, just hold on a second. I don't think it's Myra.
Well, who does it sound like?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep? Why would Meryl Streep be calling here?
I didn't say it was Meryl Streep. I said it sounded like her. You know that thing that Meryl Streep does in the movies where it's like she plays the character perfectly, but it's not really her? That's what it sounds like.
Like it's not really Meryl Streep.
Yes.
Now we're playing Trivial Pursuit. Ken, go get Glenn. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Ken's outside getting Glenn just now. Hello? Hello? She hung up. Must have gotten suspicious.
Oh, quiet! I hear something.
I'll bet it's the Concorde landing in London.
There's a car pulling up the driveway.
Maybe it's Myra.
Maybe it's Harry and Joan from Venezuela.
We got trouble. Oh, God, have we got trouble?
What is it?
It's the police. It's a police car.
Oh my God. Okay. I told you, Ken, we should have called the police, and now look, the police are here.
Who could have called the police?
Maybe it was Myra.
Maybe it was Charlie?
Maybe it was Cassie. You were arguing with her, weren't you? She used the phone in my car.
Not to call. She hit me with it.
She hit you with it? My new phone in my new car?
All right, everyone calm down. We have to figure out what to say when they come in.
If they're trying to talk to Cassie, she will not roll down the windows.
My windows? They're gonna bust my windows. I'm taking my car home in an
Why would
envelope.
you leave her out there? She's in no condition to answer police questioning.
She's in good enough condition to smash my nose. I got blood on my shirt.
You're running for state senate? I would not let you run for Chinese food.
Jesus, what is wrong with you people? I have a 6-year-old at home who behaves better than we do.
Oh, that's perfect. Then get him over here and tell him to talk to the police.
Take it easy, Len. She's been doing her share. She's the one who called Dr. Dudley.
We've all called Dr. Dudley. He's in the yellow pages in China.
Maybe Dudley called the police.
The phone again.
Yes, Ernie, it is the phone again. This genius is going to save all of our lives.
Hello? Okay. It's the same woman for Glenn again.
What same woman?
She wouldn't say. Maybe it was Myra. Maybe it was Meryl Streep.
Two policemen coming up the driveway, and she's giving us a resume of the party.
Oh no, they're walking over here.
Hello?
They are on the way over.
Ah, no, it's not a cold, it's a telephone injury.
Okay, what we can't do is let them see Charlie. We can't let them upstairs or him downstairs.
I tried talking to Cassie, but she's very upset. I know, but I can't get her out of the car.
They're gonna ask about the gunshots. What do we tell them about the gunshots?
I got it. We tell them we never heard the gunshots.
You mean lie to them?
Are you kidding me?
You know, the truth just isn't going to work tonight. Maybe we can use it another time.
All right, I'll call you back in 15 minutes. Are you still at the 941 number?
Someone choke him. Just kill him with the telephone wire.
Okay, I will. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. All right, what's happening?
Well, about 6 weeks ago, we all received an invitation to this party.
Isn't that helpful?
Lenny, stop. Why didn't we hear the gunshots? Everybody think.
Oh
not exist. We made the whole forking thing up to fool that asshole.
Hey! I got just about enough from you, Lenny.
Aw.
What do we show them?
You're a lawyer, you come up with it.
Claire, just open the door.
I can't. I'm in charge of the music.
The music! That's it! The
What
music
is-
was on so loud, we couldn't hear anything. Claire, put on the music.
Wait, Claire! Don't turn it on yet. There's one last thing to do.
What?
Somebody has to be Lenny. Charlie, somebody has to be Charlie, just in case.
Just in case what?
Just in case they want to speak to him.
That's right. One of you three has to be Charlie.
When did you move to France?
Well, let's be honest, I never even heard the gunshots.
Bang, bang, you bastard!
Isn't it against the law to impersonate another real person?
Yes, it is, honey, but not if you do it well.
Can you actually believe we married these men?
All right, here's how we do it. You put out 2 fingers or 1 finger. If 3 guys are the same and 1 is different, that guy's Charlie. Got it?
Who made you Don Corleone?
You have a better idea?
Yes. Let's let the women wrestle for it.
Gather round.
Let's get it over with, for Christ's sake.
All right, everyone ready? 1, 2, 3. All the same. Try again. 1, 2, 3. All ones. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Lenny!
What do you mean, Lenny?
You had 1 finger. We had 2.
No, I had 2 fingers. There were 2 stuck together, so it looked like 1. There's
One finger, Lenny.
No, it was 2. I swear to
Got
God.
1 finger. I swear it was 1 finger.
And that man graduated from Johns Hopkins.
Go on upstairs, Lenny, and don't come down unless we call you.
Oh no, don't worry, Ken. I'm absolutely anxious to get down here as Charlie.
Great. Claire, put on the music.
All right, kids, hurry up. Get your partners.
Someone shut that damn thing off.
I beg your pardon. May I ask what you're doing here, officer?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to burst through the door.
Then why didn't you ring first?
I did. 5 times.
That's odd. We must not have heard it.
I guess the music was on so loud you couldn't hear anything.
Of course, the music.
That's why we didn't hear you.
No wonder we didn't get any phone calls. We wouldn't hear them.
That's what it was? Music.
It was on so
loud.
So, what exactly are you here for, officer?
Just sort of a routine inspection. My name is Officer Welch. This is Officer Pudney. Are you the owner of this house, sir?
Me? Oh, God, no, I live elsewhere other than here.
As do I live elsewhere. May I ask what you're doing here, officer?
I just said I'm here to ask a few questions. Could you please tell me who the owner of this house is?
We'd be delighted to tell, but I believe it's first customary for you to inform us what this is about.
You're a lawyer, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, as a lawyer, you understand you're not obligated to answer any of my questions. I was just hoping someone would be cooperative enough to tell me the owner's name.
Brock, Charlie Brock.
Thank you. And now, where is Mr. Brock?
I don't know. Chris, do you know where Charlie is?
Charlie. I think he went to walk the dog. Then he'll be back soon.
Oh no, see, it's a dachshund. Yeah, they take very small steps.
See so, officer. He just got back.
Then can I speak to him?
Well, as you can see, you caught us in somewhat of an unfortunate time. We're celebrating a party.
I've noticed. What's the occasion?
The 10th wedding anniversary of Myra and Charlie Brock.
I won't take long. I just need a minute of his time.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Brock is sleeping.
Sleeping during his anniversary party?
He took a couple of sleeping pills. He was feeling depressed.
Then can I speak to Mrs. Brock?
Well, unfortunately, Mrs. Brock is not home right now. That's why Mr. Brock is depressed.
Well, where is she?
She took her father to the hospital. He broke his hip.
During her anniversary party, could someone else take him to the hospital?
Her father lives in California.
It has to do with cousins and warts and hips. It's very complicated. You, sir. Something wrong with your eye?
Yes, I was putting in some, drops the cap fell off and the whole bottle went in.
May I have your name, sir?
My name?
Yes, sir.
You mean my name?
Yes, sir. Is there a problem with giving me your name?
Well, you see, I just can't see you very well.
You don't need to see to talk. The drops didn't get in your mouth, did they?
Officer, I feel like you're being unnecessarily abusive to these people. I believe you still have not informed us what this is about.
Right. Will someone tell me who owns the BMW outside?
It's my husband's car.
And what's his name?
You don't have to answer that, Claire.
His name is Leonard Gans.
And where is Mr. Gans?
I object.
I ain't a judge. This ain't a court. I don't have a gavel. I just want to know where the man is.
Well, unfortunately, you haven't told us what this is about, so we're not telling you where Mr. Gans is.
I don't know why I always have trouble in this neighborhood. All right. At approximately 8:15 tonight, an auto accident occurred on 12th and Danbury. A brand new red 1990 Porsche convertible with New York license plate smashed inside of a brand new BMW four-door sedan. Now, we know it wasn't the BMW's fault because the Porsche was a stolen car, stolen at exactly 8:15 tonight, right off the dealer's lot. The man in the Porsche got away. Now, do you know who that brand new Porsche belonged to?
How would I know?
It belonged to Deputy Mayor Charles M. Brock, purchased today by his wife Myra. A surprise wedding anniversary gift.
Surprise hardly says it.
Aha! So you're here to investigate the car accident.
That's right. Now, if Mr. Gans is here, I'd like to speak to him. And if he's not, the police department would like to know where he is.
Officer, do you think you could step outside for just one moment?
Why?
Mrs. Gans is my client, and I'd like to consult her before any further questioning. It's within my rights.
1 minute. That's all you get.
All right. Somebody ask you, Lenny.
What?
The man doesn't even know about the gunshots. He just wants to ask about the car accident. But Lenny can be Lenny because Lenny is being Charlie. And Charlie cannot be Charlie because Charlie has a bullet hole in his ear.
Do you understand him in real life?
We don't actually talk that much.
All right, Glenn, Lenny, gather around.
Leave me alone with this stupid game.
I know it's stupid, but we have to do it.
Never mind, the girls will just do it. Come on, girls. Odd Woman's husband is Lenny.
My husband is Lenny.
I know that. You're gonna play for Glenn.
I don't know how to play this.
Just 1 or 2 fingers, Cookie. We'll do the counting, all right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cookie, where are your fingers?
I don't want to lose my ears again.
Put them in the other hand. All right. 1, 2, 3. No! Shit! I'm sorry. It's me, Ken.
It's all right. I'm Leonard Gans. Ernie, open the door.
Well, I'm glad to see you're not dancing again. And where's Mr. Gans?
Right here in this room. I am Leonard Gans.
You are?
Yes, I am.
How come it took you a whole minute to think of your name?
Never rush your answers. I was law school.
Never trust a man who doesn't know if he's here or not. Police Academy. And who are you, ma'am? I'm his wife. Best friend. I'm his wife's best friend. Her. Mrs. Gans. Are you here alone, ma'am? No, I'm with my husband, Mr. Gorman. And where is he? You must have gone home early. Not much of a party, is it? It's had its ups and downs. All right, now, Mr. Gans, tell us about the accident in full and complete detail.
Officer, do you think you could step outside for just one more moment?
I ain't going no place, nowhere, no time. This is it. This is where I live until I get what I came for. Even if my whole family has to move in.
10:47 Monday.
Over.
Check. Got it. Hold it. Red 1990 Porsche convertible located at 5th and Market in Cherrytown. So it's
suspect apprehended. They said call tonight.
Well, I guess that ties that little bundle up nicely.
Terrific.
How wonderful! Now you can leave and we can get back. Oh, sorry to bother you, folks. There will be some further questioning for you tomorrow, Mr. Gans. No need to take up any more of your time tonight. Thank you and good night, folks. Good night,
officer.
Now, I know I've seen you somewhere before. What was your name again?
Glenn Cooper.
Were you ever on TV?
Yes, I'm running for state senate.
Right, I saw you do that interview on PBS. Why were you so afraid to give me your name?
Well, you see, when you're in politics, you just don't want to get mixed up in these kinds of things.
Right, but you weren't involved in this in any way unless you witnessed the accident, did you?
No, my wife and I arrived late. We didn't even hear the gunshots.
What's that?
I'm sorry?
What gunshots?
The gunshots that were fired when they chased the stolen car.
That was 12 miles way over in Tarrytown. You got 20/20 hearing, Mr. Cooper?
West.
1047 Monday. Over. Right. Check. Got it. Neighbors reported 2 gunshots were fired at about 9 p.m. from inside 1257 Peekskill Road, Sweden, investigators.
1257 Peaks Hill Road. Looks like we got ourselves a bit of a doubleheader. Anyone want to tell me about the gunshots?
I heard gunshots.
No one heard the gunshots! There's a woman outside in the BMW.
That's my wife, Cass.
I think I'd like to have a talk with Miss Cooper. Connie, get her in here.
Connie, would you see?
Looks like you all had a fine meal. I'd like to speak to the help, please.
There is no help.
Then who did all the cooking?
I did, officer.
And what's your name?
Vicky Cusack.
Your real name?
That is my real name. I got 2 sisters named Candy and Taffy. I swear.
Is that blood on your shirt, Len?
Oh, yeah, I cut myself with a fork during dinner.
Is that blood on your shirt, Glenn?
Yes, I must have rubbed against, Len when we were dancing.
Ken, Len, and Glenn, that's really weird.
Just a coincidence.
It must be. My name's Jen. Are you alright, Miss Cooper?
We're not pressing any charges. My lawyers will handle this.
She dropped the cigarette lighter on the seat of the car, and I had to pull her out of the car.
How'd you get that nasty blow to the nose?
My wife was hanging up the car phone in the dark, and my head was too low.
My, looks like we got ourselves a lot of cartoon humor in this case. You hurting too, ma'am?
Oh, I got chronic back spasm. It's very hard for me to sit, stand, or walk.
And you didn't hear the gunshots either, I suppose.
Oh no, I was dancing. Well, dancing's very good for my back.
I think I was almost out the door with this one, right, Miss Gorman? Okay. Yes, Mrs. Gorman, right. And what do you do? Well, mostly I've been helping with the drinks. Your occupation? Right. I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. I'm also a mother. A boy. I have a boy. And I have one child, a boy. I own him. I have him. I'm sorry. I'm very, very nervous. You and everyone else here tonight. I'm going to say something now that's not really part of my official capacity. But I don't believe a single damn thing I've heard in this room tonight. I think there were gunshots here. I think someone, or everyone, is trying to cover something up. Man gets hit in the nose, another man stabs himself with a fork. Someone's BMW gets smashed up. The host takes a short-legged dog for a walk and then goes to sleep. The hostess has to take her father to a hospital in California, and no one hears 2 gunshots because everyone is dancing all night, including a woman named Cookie who has been cooking all night, who can't stand or walk. You people have to deal with me. I'm a real police officer. You understand that, right? I'm not someone named Elmer and kids watching the Disney Channel. Now, I want some real answers. Intelligent answers. Believable answers. And answers that don't make me laugh.
First, I want to find Mr. Charlie Brock and find out what the hell is going on here tonight, including the possibility of there being 2 bullet holes in him. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to get him down here. I'm going to take 2 seconds and go up and find him myself. Do not mess with me now. I am so close to a promotion, I can taste it. And I am not about to let this case get in the way of that. Do I start counting or do I start climbing? It's up to you.
Wait, just wait, please wait, just wait! Just wait, Ken, Len, Ernie, I think it's time we call Charlie down and have him answer some questions.
Definitely, yes.
Absolutely!
Hello, Charlie. We're ready for you now. Are you ready for us now? Relax, Charlie. It's just a hysteric nerve reaction. Thinks he went temporarily blind. Just put some cold water in your eyes and come on down there. 2 police officers who want to speak to you. Why? Because you put out 1 finger, that's why. He's fine. He's coming down.
You'll have to excuse us, officer. You see, we were just trying to protect Mr. Rock because he's a dear friend of ours. The truth is, there were 2 gunshots here tonight, though I personally did not hear them. I share equal blame with those who did hear them and did not come forth with the information.
Stop helping so much, Glenn!
Nevertheless, Mr. Brock is willing to come down and tell us the full and complete story, including all the details about his missing wife, Myra, the missing help, and the story of the 2 gunshots, which I didn't hear.
Oh man, I'm getting another spasm in my back.
Oh, who gives a shit?
Hello, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
You feeling all right, Charlie?
Mr. Brock, my name is Officer Walsh. This is Officer Putney. Please, have a seat. All right, now, Mr. Brock, tell us everything that happened here tonight. Connie, take this down.
Would anyone like a lemon tart?
Yes, the tart would be wonderful.
Not now, ma'am. Go ahead, Mr. Brock.
Right. The story, as it happened, as I remember it, as I'm telling it. Oh God. Well, let's see. At exactly 6 o'clock tonight, I came home from work. My wife, Myra, was in her dressing room getting dressed for this party. I went to the kitchen and got a bottle of champagne from the refrigerator and headed upstairs. Rosita, the Spanish cook, was in the kitchen with Ramona, her Spanish sister, and Romero, her Spanish son. They were preparing an Italian dinner. They were waiting for Myra to tell them when to start the dinner. As I was heading up the stairs, I thought to myself, I can't believe it's my 10th wedding anniversary and I still love my wife so much. Now, Myra was putting on the perfume that I bought her for Christmas. I purposely bought it for her because it drives me crazy. I tapped on her door. Tap, tap, tap. She opened it. I handed her a glass of champagne and made a toast. To the most beautiful wife a man ever had for 10 years. She said, to the best man and the best 10 years a beautiful wife ever had. We drink, we kiss, we toast again. To the softest skin and the most beautiful wife that has never aged a day in 10 wonderful years. She said, to the gentlest hands that have ever stroked the loveliest skin that has never aged a day in 10 wonderful years. We drink, we kiss, we toast. We drink, we kiss, we toast. bottle is finished, my wife is sloshed, and I am completely toasted. And then I smell the perfume. The perfume that I could never resist. I loved her in that moment with as much passion and ardor as the night that we were first newlyweds, and now I tell you this, not with embarrassment, but with a pride and joy for a love that grows stronger and more lasting as each new day passes. We lay there, spent, naked in each other's arms, complete in our happiness. Now, it's 8 o'clock, and it's grown dark outside. A strange knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. The door opens. And a strange-looking man comes in. He looks over at us. With a knife in his hand! My wife screams, "Ah!" I jump up, and I run to the other side of the room to get the gun. The gun that's in my drawer. My wife, she grabs a towel to shield herself. I run back in with the pistol ready to save my wife's life. The strange young man, he says in Spanish, "Yo quito se dobla enchilada con queso en quinto minuto." Now, I have never seen Rosita's son Romero before, and I didn't know that the knife was to cut up the salad, and he was asking, should we heat up the dinner now? So I aimed my gun at him. Myra, she screams again, "Ah!" She pulls the gun back, it goes off, and oh my God, a bullet goes through my ear! Rosita's son Romero runs down the stairs to tell Rosita and Ramona. He says, "Mamaceta, Mila, el hombre abajo allá, el hombre que loco que bang bang." The crazy man took a shot at him. So Rosita, Ramona, and Romero, they leave in a huff. And I'm upstairs bleeding all over Myra's beautiful new dress, and suddenly we hear a car pulling up. It's the first guests. They've arrived. Myra, she runs down the stairs to stop Rosita, Ramona, and Romero, otherwise we'll have no dinner, but they've already taken off. And they're Alfa Romeo upstairs. I look out the window, and I think that somebody is stealing my beautiful old Mercedes. So I take another shot at them. Bang! Myra cannot find them. Goes down to the basement, where we keep the cedar chest. She's looking for that dress that she wore last year for Bonds for Israel, but she can't find the light on the wall. She keeps down the stairs, and she passes out in the dark. Oh my God. I come down the stairs to look for Myra, and I see that the basement door is open. I'm afraid that that strange-looking kid is going to come back, so I lock the door, not knowing that Myra's still down there. Then I run back up the stairs to go find an aspirin in the bathroom for my earlobe, because, oh my God, there's a hole in it, and it's killing me, but the blood that is on my fingers from my ear, it gets in my eyes, and I take 4 Valium instead, on accident. I take 4 Valium on accident, and then I hear the guests. They're downstairs somehow, and I want to tell them to look for Myra, but I can't see or hear now. I can't talk from the Valium. Oh my God, I'm bleeding all over a white rug. Who makes white rugs? So I write them a note instead, explaining to them what happened, but the note, it looks like gibberish, and I don't want them to think that it was a suicide note, because then the police will get involved, and my friend Glenn Cooper is coming, and it would be terrible for his campaign to get mixed up in a suicide. So I tear up the note and I flush it down the toilet. Just as soon as the guests walk in, they're yelling at me, "What happened? What happened?" And before I can answer them, I pass out. I pass out right there on my bed. And that is the whole story. As surely and truly is my name, is Charlie Brock.
I buy it. I buy the whole damn thing. You know why I buy it? I buy it because I liked it. I didn't believe a single damn thing I heard, but I bought it. I love my wife too, and that's why I'm gonna go home now.
anniversary.
Where in the whole wide world did you find the guts to tell a story like that?
I made it up.
Well, of course you made it up, but when?
As I was telling it, sentence by sentence, word by word, I didn't know where the hell I was going, but I just kept going.
You don't even speak Spanish.
I made that up too.
You shit, we all could have gone to jail for perjury.
I know. That was the ultimate challenge, the ultimate chutzpah. It was the best damn time I've ever had in my entire life.
You know, Lenny, I'm damn impressed. You're without a doubt one of the weirdest minds I've ever come across.
A toast to my husband, Lenny. Just as I was getting bored of our marriage, I fell in love with him all over again.
To Lenny! Hey, I have an interesting question.
What's that?
What do you think really happened to Charlie and Myra?
Oh,
Maybe an
maybe it wasn't a fair, but I think it wasn't right.
I love your story. You should write a book. We were
Do you want to
looking.
find a lot there?
Well,
What? No.
yes, Charlie, we're all here. Are you up for having some visitors? I see. We'll be right up. He's gonna tell us the whole story.
I hope it's shorter than Lenny's. And we have two sides to your book.